So we have laid down I think you have a strong foundation, and once you learn the methodology and the tactics, you start to understand why a strong foundation is critical. It's very, very critical. So the first half of the morning, we want to focus on that. And after this, I want to share with you a new thing where the digital business model for 2023. Before we get into this, how do I define a digital business? A digital business in this context is referring to the information business, as in like it's digital. We're not dealing with physical products. So if you're thinking, what is digital business? It's the opposite of physical product. Does that mean physical product is not good? No. Physical product is good as it is, right? But this is just digital business for that matter. And what I'll be sharing is for 2023 of what our company will be doing. I do not know what kind of events or workshop you have attended before, but if this is the first time you're attending, all of my trainings are simply based on what I've done in the past, what I'm currently doing, or what I'll be doing in the future. There's no rooms for theory, garbage, nonsense, crap. It is just exactly what we will be doing, what I'll be focusing on. Does that make sense? So this is why I'm making a point in Internet to Income Live. It is always about sharing the latest strategies. So, is this what you're going to learn, right or wrong? I don't know. But to me, this is what I'll be doing. To me, this is what is going to add the extra huge revenue into our company. We are focusing on multiple streams of digital income in 2023. But we're going to be building it in a very strategic way. Multiple streams of digital income does not mean working multiple streams of income. Or should I say, doesn't mean that we need to create multiple business. How can you strategically put it all together in one business, but you have multiple streams of digital income coming to you, so that you'll be able to build the business in a strategic way where you can leverage what you have done in the past, or what you have done, what are you currently doing right now, and cross each other to generate even more leverage for your business. So there are going to be 3 types of income streams that we will be building this year. In fact, we have already built this. But this year is where we're going to go so-called all out or focus on it. Because for the past 2 years, this is what we've been doing, this is what we've been testing, this is what we've been tweaking, optimizing to have the so-called perfect model. And right now, it is time to scale it up in 2023. So, multiple income stream number 1 is the book funnel model. The book funnel model is the so-called classic model that you have seen on the internet, or maybe you haven't seen before. So let me illustrate how it works. First, I want to address the book business. Is this: if you want to sell books to generate revenue for your company, I think you should have plan B. As in, like, I don't think it will work at all. It's really hard to make money by selling books as your core driver to generate revenue for you. This is why the book should not be used as the revenue generator, but the book should be used to acquire customers. Now, you generate sales to get customers, not generate customers to get sales. Do you understand where I'm coming from? You generate sales so that you can get customers. It is not that you try to get customers so that you can get sales. It's the other way around. And that's how the book funnel model applies to this concept. So that when you generate customers, you are building your database and also improving on your brand. So this will help you to so-called kill 2 birds with 1 stone for that matter. Now, if you think that my prediction, it is not 100% true, that's okay. But let me share with you something else. Tony Robbins, the #1 success coach in the world, is even giving his book away for free right now. Now, try to understand this. Let's put this into perspective, right? Now, is it fair for me to say that if you want to achieve success, you should be modeling someone who is already achieving success? Yes? Rather than coming up with your own theory and stuff like that? So one of the best ways to achieve success is to learn from those who have already achieved success, or at least observe what they are doing. True? Yes? Agree with that? Yes? Okay. If we agree with that, right? Tony Robbins, if he write a book and he sell, he'll probably make millions. If not millions, easily 6-figure. Yes? Can we all agree towards that? Now, even Tony Robbins doesn't want to sell his book anymore. And to make it even crazier, he's even paying money to you to give his book away for free. This is an ad in Facebook. And you can say, get the offer. If you click on this, it will take you to his web page, where you see at the top here, get my book, my free book. Just try to think about this, right? This is where I find it very interesting, is that not only he's giving your book for free, he is spending money to give you his book for free. You understand that? You understand how crazy is that? And people in this room think that they want to make money by selling their books. Well, that is not the best strategy right now. Because the #1 success coach in the world, someone who understands marketing and business, is even spending money to give you his book away for free. Understand where I'm coming from? Does that make sense right now? Right? So this is called a book funnel, which means it is okay to lose money just to give away your book away for free. In this case, it's not free because they will charge you for shipping costs and all this kind of stuff, which is really shipping costs and so on. We will do that. Or if you want, you can sell your book at really low price that you actually lose money. The book doesn't generate revenue. Now, let's bring that online. The book becomes a book funnel where it will actually generate much more income than selling the book itself. A book is very powerful if you know how to use it for marketing purpose, right, into a funnel. So you may be thinking about, how do I do a funnel? I don't understand all of this. I just have a very good book, right? Don't worry. This one I want to teach you how you can make more money from your book right now. The first one, have it read, and you now have an audio version to go along with the book as an upsell. All of this is happening online, and you can have selling price $10 to $27. So let's say if you sell the book for free, as in like $7. Just try to figure out the number with me. Let's say it's $7, handling and shipping fee. But you have the audio version and you sell for $10 to $27. Now stay with me with the math right now. You have like 30% take-up rate, right? Which means for every book that you sell, you make an additional 30%, you make additional between $3 to $9 extra from every single book that you sell. You start to see it adds up, just like you sell the book itself, but now you make more money. Alright? Now this is a simple version, but it doesn't end here. You break the chapters into video classes, and you now have an online class training. Selling price for this now jumps from $49 to $197. So your book has 10 chapters, you have 10 modules for the video class. This video class could be live or could be recording, it's up to you. You can have that created. Now, we don't have time to teach you how to have it created, because in my training here, in my seminar, in my event, what I'll do is that I'll share with you the strategies and ideas, and you can go out there and figure out, buy other courses and so on to learn, or go and watch YouTube videos to learn how to do all of this later on, okay? Because we don't have time. If I were just to tell you how to create the video course, it will take out the whole day. And I can't teach you anything else. You all with me? Yes? Okay, good. So now you have $49 to $197. Now, let's continue from here. Based on what you teach in the book, work with your customers for implementation, and you now have a coaching program. Selling price could be as little as $300, as little as that, or to as high as $1,500 US dollar. Yes, that is the price that you can ask for. When you first start, anyway, I give you the price range so that I'm giving you simple guideline for you to get started. If you just got started and say, hey, you know, I could not charge that high, start with $299 or $300. And then you can work your way up to $1,500 when you have more clients and so on. There will be clients who would want to have personal coaching, personal attention with you. True? Yes? Have you been in a coaching program? So that you have personal attention to solve your problem. So same thing with those who buy the book. They learn from the book. Now they say, hey, how do I apply the content in this book into my life? So the book could be about relationship, could be about money, could be about wealth, could be about MLM, could be about anything. How do you apply that into your business? And just so you know, as funny as it sounds, there are so many other niche markets in the world that is more profitable than doing this internet marketing stuff. In fact, when I look back, I feel that I'm in the wrong niche. Yeah. I would have made more money if I don't do this teaching stuff. If you just apply my knowledge and know-how into other industry, real estate, or any other industry I can think of, even health, I would have made more money. There's niche in the US for marriage counseling. Huge money. There's so many other niche markets out there. So don't just fixate about this internet marketing stuff. Right? There's so much more opportunity. Anyway, let's go back from here. Take the core principle and fundamentals of the book, and then you can create a 2-day virtual seminar. And during the seminar, you can be offering all kinds of programs ranging from $1,000 to $5,000. And this is all virtual event. Now, do you start to see why you want to get your book to as many people as possible rather than trying to sell the book? Because if you sell the book, you only get these little sales. But when you give the book away for free, you get 10 times more customers. And from the sales funnel, it will funnel and generate much more income for you. Tony Robbins have a very strong sales funnel. He's not concerned whether you buy his products now or not. You should get the book for free, he lose money. It's fine. You don't need to buy any upsells whatsoever because he knows with his brand, eventually you'll buy something. Right? That is called customer lifetime value. Now, if I can be totally honest with you, I hope you appreciate honesty in that sense because I'm taking a risk by sharing this with you. Is that, like my business model relies on lifetime customer value. My business model doesn't rely on trying to find new people. Do you know that? My model focuses on serving my existing customers and helping them to continue going to the next stage and so on. Samantha is with me since she's not even in Singapore yet, I think. Yeah, when she's not even in Singapore yet. Yeah, that's how long she is. And I'm very happy to hear that she's doing e-commerce POD because a long time ago we have e-com to income. And I remember she's starting up something there and now she's continuing to do something else. So from there, it goes something, I assume, something along that line, right? So this is all called customer lifetime value. You don't really need to go out there and seek more customers because that's tiring, right? It's easier to just serve your existing customer and add tremendous value to them. And if they don't buy, that's okay. Continue to add value because later on when there's something that's suitable for them, they'll say, hey, yeah, I think I'm ready to be mentored by you, Patric. Maybe that will happen. Not happening right now, but maybe 3 years later on. Yeah, you know, I think it's time right now. I'm ready to be a private client right now. Right, so show me how to go to the whole next level. You see where I'm coming from? This is what the gurus does. The newbies don't play this game. The gurus play this game. The first tier gurus, the second tier gurus play this game. Tony Robbins play this game. All the gurus who are in the business for long term play this game. It's all about adding value and expecting sales to come in the future, but doesn't have to be today. Make sense? So, Here's how the model looks in a more tactical ground. This is the book. You promote the book online, right? And I'm going to give you a very, very simple model of a sales funnel that is not overwhelming, that you can deploy it tomorrow. But you don't have to think so hard about it. So what you do is that you have this book offered for free, as in like you charge handling and shipping costs, and you need to collect some kind of fee. It is not because you need the money. I'm leaning into you some of the top secrets of this industry. The reason why, see, the speaker doesn't want me to tell, that's why it has hissing sound. The reason is because you need their credit card information. That's the only reason. You need the credit card information in the file so that you can deploy the sales funnel. We're not interested about $7. We can even go for $1 if you want to, if the sales funnel is very strong. Because technologically, with Stripe Payment Gateway, once they make payment, you can deploy what we call one-time upsell. And if you give away the book for free at all, and you don't charge at all, you have no way to collect the credit card information, therefore you cannot do your sales funnel. Okay? So what you do is that the first upsell is called the audio version. I'm giving you again the simplest model for anyone to do it if you don't have any prior products to offer as upsell. But this upsell technically is called the order bump upsell. This upsell should work before checkout. It means before they check out, you should have a box there and say, hey, would you like to include the audio version? Tick here. Now, you don't need to be a copywriting ninja. You don't need to study all this. How do I write an offer? No, you just tell them, hey, would you want to have the audio version? That will enhance your reading. So, there's a tick box. Most of them will tick that. 30% will tick that depending on how you craft your offer. Not the copywriting, but your offer. If you say you get the audio version and also the cliff note of the book, like two things together, you have better conversion for your order bump. Make sense? If you just say just the audio version alone, then of course you have lesser conversion. It is quite shocking that sometimes it takes you a while to digest that. Like, really? That's how you just boost your income by 30%? Yes! That's all. Right? And after that, upsell number 2, what you can do a video course of the book. All of this in a sales funnel. Upsell number 2, it is what we call one-time offer. So with the one-time offer concept, it simply means that after they have purchased, whether they choose the order bump or not, whether they choose the audio version or not, right, they will see the options where they can get the video version, the video course. And usually, for a one-time offer, it is normal to get a 10% conversion from that. The one-time offer, you don't need to be a copywriting ninja. You don't need to be too fancy with the sales copy. You take the same sales copy from your book offer, and then you just tell them, here's the video version of it. How can that improve your learning and so on? And then you just have increased your revenue, right, easily from whatever that you're earning to 10x. Because just think about it this way. If you sell a book, stay with me with the numbers. If you sell a book for, say, let's say an acceptable price of a book should be, say, $12-13 US. I mean, that's what normal books without a super brand and so on. Let's say $12 to $13. I'll give you $13. Let's say you sell for $13 a book, right? Versus $7 of handling and shipping. Now, but with the $7, if you have the order bumps and the upsell, is it fair for me to say that you'll make more than $13 at the end of the checkout? Make sense? You'll make more, right? And if you put both into the market, which one will sell more? The sales funnel, the free book. The free book will sell more than your $13 book. I'm just giving you a very simple math. Everybody can understand this. The $7 book versus $13 book, which one will sell more? $7 book. But the $7 book will make you more money because there's a sales funnel. Even if the sales funnel doesn't make more than $13, you will still win because you're pushing out more copies here compared to here. Which means that with the same amount of traffic that you drive here, let's say this one you get like 3% conversion. This one you can get 5% conversion or whatever it is. Which means in the long run, you'll be acquiring more customers without losing money. I just break it down to you scientifically how this game is being played to make more money without you doing the extra work in that sense. Good so far, yes? Okay. So this model is just a sales funnel. But when you follow this model, we will have what we call backends. And all these are online. I'm not referring to anything offline. The backends is this. After they have purchased the book, you could invite them to webinar, all these are virtual, or even virtual workshops. 1 hour of virtual workshops to share with them either more ideas from the book or some implementation ideas from the book. It's up to you. You want to share more or you want to teach them how to improve upon it, it's up to you. Right? So when they get into the live events, webinar or virtual live workshops, then you can offer, if you have coaching program or premium offer. So this is provided you have. If you don't have, it is fine. You can just end at here. But you have coaching program or premium offers, you can do that. And this will generate much more significant income than selling books. Right? So I've shared with you the coaching program range from as little as $300 to $1,500. Premium program goes to $10,000 for certain niche market. Premium programs could be complete done for you. Premium program could be upgrading yourself to become a private client and so on. Yeah, that's true. Like online in my industry, as like internet marketing industry, premium programs easily range from $10,000 to $25,000. And that is like normal. Like I think like the first tier guru will charge about $100,000 to have personal mentorship. The lower one could be like $30,000 and so on. And those are all premium offer. And it comes from where? It comes from book. The next thing I want to teach you here, for those of you who do not have a book yet, the biggest question you may have is that, but how do I get started? How do I come out with my next successful book? So the fastest and easiest way to create your book, fastest and easiest, it is not to write from scratch, but by using this method called the compilation method. This is my first best-selling book here. It is called The 72 Ways to Internet Profits. Many of you who never seen it because this is like the first book ever written in I can't remember what's the year. 2012, thank you sir. 2012 or 10 years ago, The 72 Amazing Ways to Internet Profits. When it was launched, it was a best-selling book, and if you go to MPH Mid Valley, there's a shelf, not one book with other books, just the whole shelf is all this yellow book. It's like those Rich Dad Purple color books, right? It's all this yellow color book. That was how successful it was in 2012. Now, this book here, I didn't write it. It's not that I didn't write it for the book. But the trick was that this book is simply compilation of my articles. So for the past years, I've been blogging. So what I do is that I go and find the blog post that was good, and then I take that out. Those who have a lot of comments. At that time, there's Web 2.0. A lot of people leave comments. And I take all of that and I put it together. 200 plus pages. Guess how many articles in this book? 72. The title is 72. You know how funny it was when I come in on a title, I don't even know what title to use. And I said, there are 72 articles, let's just call it 72 amazing ways to internet profits. Right? And that's how the title comes in. If you have 15 articles, it's just called 15 amazing ways to fill in the blank. Right? To what? Right? To business success, to better relationship, whatever it is, right? And this become like a best-selling book, right? And that's how I do it. It's a compilation method. Instead of writing everything all over again, I just do it. Now, this is easier to do simply because there is no syntax, right? Syntax means, okay, if you want to write a book, you must have syntax. But if you have international player, there's syntax. Means it starts about the start phase, then I need to talk about the start phase, then I need to talk about the maintain phase, then I need to teach about the growth phase, then I need to share, okay, case study. So there's a proper syntax. You got to put everything together, and that is challenging. For me to write that book, it took me years. Seriously. After I wrote this book, I wrote another book, and it took me about 2-3 years stop before I can write the international player. Because it's hard to put it together, especially when the book doesn't make money, right? There's very little motivation in terms of financial gain. So this is how I would suggest you to do. And you can get a lot of pages by combining it. Not enough page, combine more. That's it. Now, what if I cannot combine? I've never created any blog post in the past. Well, there's another way to do it. And this is another real-life case study example. This is even better. Linda Foskey. Anyway, this book, Walking with the Wise Entrepreneur, is a best-selling book, but it's only in the US. It is not available here. So that's why you don't see this in the bookstore, but it's in the US. So it's a best-selling book there, not here. So Linda Foskey, what she did is brilliant. She go and find all these highly successful gurus in the world, right? Like Robert Kiyosaki, T.F. Aker, Brian Tracy, the late Zig Ziglar. And I met Linda Foskey when I speak at a seminar, so she invited me. I was on stage in UK, if I'm not mistaken, so that's how we get to know each other. UK or Australia, could not remember. So she said, okay, so why not you contribute an article, right? And I put all together all these articles, and I have a book. And this becomes a 300 plus pages book. And she didn't even write anything. Well, she did write introduction, right? Or maybe some summary or something like that. But 300 plus, but she didn't write anything. She just take from all of these successful people with their permission to publish it. And she is the one who becomes the author of this book, right? Walking with the Wise. Now, you can do the same concept. You can go around. This is why I asked you to network. Like all you VIPs here, let's say, you go and ask this VIP here, say, hey, all of you are VIPs. Why not you give me one article? I'm just going to interview you. And then I put it all together. And then I have a book. This book that I'm giving away for free, what they have learned from Internet to Income X from all the VIPs on the first row. That's it. Whether they are successful or not, doesn't really matter, right? But what's their opinions, So you have a book. You see what I mean? And you don't even need to write. You need to write the introduction. And this is some closure for that. But who is the expert now? You are the expert. You are the authority. Because you are the one who gets it done. You are the person who makes it happen. Right? Kaboom. Is that useful? You see where I'm coming from? This is why in the beginning, in the early half of the day, that's why I teach you, I share with you about how mindset shift works. Right? Without the mindset shift, whatever you're going to be learning for these 2 days won't work. Won't work. It's not because the knowledge is not valuable. Because you don't have a mindset shift. Without that, it doesn't work. When you have the mindset shift and you're ready to achieve success, then all of the ideas, tactics, strategies comes into play and help you to achieve success. Make sense? Right?